Hello again. To this morning, I am just outside. I'm gonna start performing my prayers without tobacco. Um, but sometimes, you don't have to be so heavily on the prayer. Obviously, just keeping in a consistent see with your spirituality means more importance than actually just trying to follow some sort of prayer format. And just being real with yourself, being just being happy with yourself, being content, and look at the sun is shining, right? It's coming up, and it's gonna be a good day. Just thinking about better things and stuff like that. I wanted to clear up a few things. I had to leave my community in order to get straightened out. And I had to do it on my own. Of course, I had to do it my own way. So it's always kind of been like that, but it actually was more empowering to me to take it into my own hands rather than having to be forced into a treatment situation that I would have never taken seriously anyways. I would have just kind of been defiant, if anything, and tried to prove them wrong and that their ways aren't right because they're obviously suffering from sobriety, right? But in reality, it's just I want what's comfortable for me. And I know that's what a lot of people want, and that's basically what I'm trying to do with not a treatment program, but I call it, like I said, a healing curriculum, where basically you kind of just take voluntarily, just kind of make offerings, say I'd like to be part of it, see if I can gain some knowledge, and yeah, then we start at square one. You know what I mean? Just some basic diet and a little walk for the first week, and go into like a little bit more of a educational aspect in the second week, third week, following by heavier exercise, and kind of like over a 9 week period, basically walking people back into a lifestyle of their own choosing, with the tools that would actually um, provide for them to be successful. Some situations you'd say that you don't need a car. Well, if you have a car or if you didn't have a car and you had an education, well, that kind of limits the ability for you to actually exercise the use of that education. So, you gotta make not make do with what you got. You gotta make the best of what you can. And I believe that if we assist each other in this way, that rather than being forced into a situation, we can actually walk together towards a better future. And this is something that I'm working on, and that's actually one of my goals is just to be able to assist people and help people. Because shoot, I'm not gonna lie, I need a lot of assistance and help along the way, and it's tough love isn't always what's best, but heck, what works for some might not work for all. But I'll tell you one thing is that it sucks to be left alone, to figure out things on your own, to be without, especially being separated from your children. Um, I guess if you ultimately had made that choice and you said, "Well, I did this for the better," uh, we as parents really don't want that, right? Because we don't want to believe that we're toxic to our children or that our choices are toxic to them. But in reality, what if you got pulled over in a vehicle and you had some drugs on you? Well, man, that's a tough situation. You could become rebellious against the police, but why? You know what I mean? We all know right from wrong, and I guess with a strong attack towards our government and saying you're right, we're wrong is incorrect, because we're all just trying to live as an accepted person, as an individual. As we would get together and stuff like that, we start kicking around ideas of who's right and who's wrong, and really everybody's right, right for themselves. Everybody's right for themselves and are allowed their opinions. But that's all I got to say is, man, it's good to just interact with people, and if you can stay off some key subjects, generally people just want good. But yeah, this morning just gonna be this morning and enjoy this out in the sky and stuff like that, and maybe record another video later. Okay.